Hey everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with Avalon le Fae. Last time we started Act 2, and now we're gonna go meet Morgan. Which, that could only end well, right? But I have no idea how that's gonna go. Like, she can't kill us. So, obviously, there's no way her and Artoria just get along. So, who knows? Maybe she summons the big Siegfried in the sky and sends us back to the very beginning. They actually reran all the old Halloween events. I haven't got through them though. I just thought of that reference suddenly. That's a relief. This kid drives just as smooth as Rachel Bits. Sorry. By the way, Horsey, are you really ready for this? Yeah, nope. Final boss time. Kinda nervous, but what's the worst that can happen? Well, you'll be fine since you're used to this sort of thing. Is that it? I mean, we have met, like, how many Lost Belt Kings by this point? That must be nice. Couldn't sleep a wink last night, so I just practiced with my staff. That's, phrasing? Near, what, 20% nerves, 80% relaxed? How can my servant be so much better at this? It's not that, Artoria. Horsey's just as nervous as you are. He's just had enough experience with situations like this to understand the value of staying calm. True. Masters need to give orders to and watch out for their servants, after all. So while Horsey might not be able to fight on the front lines himself, he's very good at keeping cool under pressure. Really? So you met a lot of other kings then? Oh yeah, I grew up a lot. Goddesses too. And gods. But, I mean, more goddesses because, you know, waifus. I was like, you know, Scotty back in Lost Belt too. And Cedar and I was there too, so... And, actually... How many gods have we met? Oh, Arjuna. Hephaestus and Zeus? Am I missing anyone? So you think I'd be used to this sort of thing by now, but nope, not even close. By the way, I heard something interesting about Tomlin Gawain back in Norwich. Apparently, she was the first fairy to be made a Tomlin during the era of the High Queen. About 200 years ago, during the year 1800 of the era of the High Queen, there's a huge outbreak of caterpillar wars in central Britain. That calamity later became to be known as the Caterpillar War, as Gawain who put a stop to it. So while it might not have been like the calamity we got rid of in Norwich, she still resolved a calamity just like Artoria did. That's what led to the Queen recognizing her skill. Is she in like hearing range of us? Or is she... Because it said we had our own carriage, right? I don't know. Are you filled with newfound respect, or just surprised? No, nothing bad. Oh, Gawain could do what surprised me or make me respect her. That's, she almost said her name. That said, guess this means Morgan's not the only fairy to have dispelled a calamity then. Guess this means I'm even less special than I thought. Oh, man, now I'm even more nervous. Oh crap, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you even more nervous. And hey, from what I heard, the Caterpillar War wasn't all that big of a calamity. I mean, the one at Norwich was a once-in-a-millennium great calamity, so it had to be smaller than that. Don't forget, we saved an entire city. You have every right to be proud about that. Well, I mean, she did. I mean, she didn't do much. She did something, but... I mean, really, I did all the hard work. I used the command spells. Okay, she's... Yeah, you're right. I mean, Mushroom Horsey might have done most of the heavy lifting. But I definitely still contributed. When it comes to defeating Morris, I can hold my own against any Tomlin. Oh, what's that? Oh, more smoke spotted nearby, coming from 3, 7, 11 o'clock. Lightning soldiers, prepare your mystic codes. Guards, get into your formations. Horsey, want to show Gawain what you can really do, right? Time to show off. Great. Now you can see me in a new light. If you're out here, I assume you have no intention of sitting back and letting us do all the fighting. Very well. I'd welcome your aid. There are a lot of Moors here. I would prefer to avoid casualties. Follow me, child of prophecy. Forward, mage. Sure you stay close to me. Okay. Unexpectedly a little tired right now. It's like 10:30. Like if you hear me like stuttering or like slurring over my words, that's why. Restrict, dang it. I get tired really easily, by the way. Can I? Oh, okay. Like, I've always kind of thought like I might have like a sleeping disorder or something, but I've never gotten that checked out, so I'm not going to go around saying that. Just, I don't operate well when I'm tired. And I feel like I need more sleep than the average person. Oh, that guy just has a weird craft essence. Okay. Is that one of those ones that gives like... Oh no, just... Okay. Maybe we just having it out. Give people the Pokédex entry. I assume that one came out when the last Encore anime came out. It was like 2019, I think? I still haven't... I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of it. I'll probably finish it sometime, huh? I heard it got like mixed reviews. Oh my god, it's a... Is she 888? Oh my god, that's disgusting. Canon Artoria sucks! That's why she couldn't save Norwich. If she was 10-10-10, she could. I assume she'll hit 10-10-10 later in the story. Like when she gets her Ascension. Do you think she's gonna get her second one at all, or do you think I'll just skip straight to the third one? I don't know. I had Persona 5 music up playing. Although it's from one of the spin-offs. I haven't even played it, but the music jams. Is it Strikers? Is that the name of it? Oh, that's why they didn't hit hard. Okay, okay. I thought maybe it's just because I only had one Artoria. Nope, I forgot to use the arts buff. That'll do it. Yeah, but I played Persona 5 back on the PS3. I bought a PS3 just for it. And I want to play Royal sometime. Just waiting for it to go on like a bigger sale. It's a fun franchise. Large Moors A. Oh yeah. Okay, this is gonna... No, don't. No, I have to talk about it. Started watching Ruby Volume 8. Historically, Great Grand Order has been when I ranted about Ruby, but no more. That one guy with a Vaporeon, I think it's a Vaporeon. It's some kind of Eevee evolution. Look, I can't really tell them apart. He left an angry comment going, "Why are you ranting about all this random stuff?" So I'm not allowed to talk about random subjects anymore, like Persona 5 or Ruby. I wish I could, but that one Eevee guy won't let me. I'm gonna be referencing that guy till the end of time. Like on one hand, you know, he has an Eevee like picture, but the sheer confidence to have an Eevee picture, right? That you gotta respect that. It's like nobody likes the Eevee illusions. Come on, except Umbreon. Umbreon is cool. The rest, not so much. The real gamers have like a Charizard. Oh, what the? Oh, there's 8 more. Okay, I assume Gawaine's gonna finish those off. I didn't even notice those. No, wait, no, we had Gawain as in our backup, didn't we? Oh, you dead? No? You're dead? Dwarf Man? Dwarf Man! No! There's still 10 large Moors to contend with. No, we only had 8. But more are still coming. Can't handle this many. Those of you without iron weaponry, stand back. Do not engage. Just lure them to one spot so I can burn them all at once. We're trying, but these Moors aren't falling for the decoy. It's almost like they're here for something else this time. Something else? Could it be they're after the Child of Prophecy? I think it's more like they're after me, actually. After, you know, what me and Mashu did. Nothing personnel. You. No need to thank me. We're all fighting the same battle here. You know, we could have actually let her die and probably would have been convenient for us. But okay, Morvasa, whatever you want to do. Now, what are you going to do about this? Any seasoned general like you ought to know when it's time to retreat. Hate to admit it, but he's right. Could either abandon the carts and have my soldiers retreat, could have the guests go on ahead. No, I'm a Tomlin. Treating for Moors is not an option. but they refuse to cluster in any one spot, so they're clearly being wary of my Galantine. They just destroyed the rearmost card. I shouldn't read that as like rearmost card. What do we do, Happy Cat? Oh man, what's good having a Tomlin around if we still have to fight ourselves? She sucks at this. How do you give massive amounts of literally unbridled firepower to someone who's already crap at holding back? Oh well, what's done is done. No use complaining about it now. May not much like fighting, but walking all the way to Camelot would be worse. Come on, Gareth. Let's go take out the little Moors and leave the big ones to the Tomlin. Okay, I'll do my best. Get more used to fighting more, so... Happy Cat? Are you seeing this blue streak of light? Heading straight for us from Camelot. Oh, Morgan? The same light I saw at Sheffield. Forget eliminating all of them. Retreat. Keep the carriage in first card and abandon the rest. Hurry. Lightning soldiers. Defend the guests. Royal Guard. Retrieve the luggage from the other carts. I'll keep the wars occupied until... Oh. Hi, Lancelot. What are you doing here, Lancelot? I didn't ask for your help. I don't think you need my help either, but the High Queen commanded me to come. I imagine she talks like Delaunor from Umineko. She starts the first word of every sentence in katakana, like a weird voice. Hostiles detected. Eliminating. Stand back, going. Taking out individual targets is my area. Okay. We've seen her strike before, right? But no, I think she's talked a little bit back when Monsters chapter Avenger. Oh, we gotta use. Oh, okay, we're in Act 2 now. She actually has gameplay. Okay. Okay, so I remember her ascensions change her noble phantasm. That's like her main cool thing, right? And isn't like I'm assuming you just do cool stuff. Yeah, okay, sure. I like stars. You're just gonna like one shot? Innocence Errand Knight. What does this do? It's AoE, right? Use MP gain, deal significant damage for a single enemy. Oh, is the Buster one AoE? Oh shoot, I meant to target the middle one. I'm volume up for this. No, talk! I want to hear your voice. Talk like Delaunor. Don't just open your mouth. Oh, come on. Why doesn't she talk? Just quiet. Like your voice actor a spoiler? And let's go and do that one. Wait, I meant to target the last one, but they're all so close together. Try to click them. I mean, tap them. My finger. Okay, so she's not talking then. Okay. I assume her actual noble phantasm has a few speech. Or she's just like the most realistic anime character who doesn't talk while they fight. But come on, that's not true. It's not anime unless they give like a speech as they fight. I love it. It rarely happens when like two characters are about to fight and they just don't talk to each other. Like that happens in like sometimes on like TV or, you know, movies. Depends, right? The genre. In books, even less. Well, in books it's more common for, you know, monologues, and then in anime and like anime-esque media, it's like, oh yeah, 99% of the time. Because like, in books you can kind of paint it as like, oh, you know, talking is a free action because you can't actually see what's going on, so maybe it's a little more believable, right? Or when they do it in movies, it's like, oh, they're just kind of standing there talking with guns. Just flew in here out of nowhere and utterly destroyed them. All Moors have been destroyed. Brilliant work, Lady Lancelot. So this is what they mean when they call you the undefeated Dragon Fairy. The most beautiful Tomlin in all of Britain, said the Gawain soldier. Gawain is just seething right now. Still can't believe you took out so many of those large Moors so easily. There. Eliminated the Moors, just like the High Queen told me to. I'll let you handle the escort from here, Gawain. Will you, like, just carry our carriages? We could be there in, like, an hour. She flies off as quickly as she arrived. If you're even capable of handling an escort mission. Don't just stand there, you fools. Start fixing the wrecked cart. This is the best you lot can do on your first day of this mission. I shudder to think of how you'll fare in the days ahead. You can forget about resting in Oxford. I want to report from each and every one of you later on how the situation could have been prevented. Yes, my lady. Deepest apologies, Lady Gawain. Pathetic. But I thought all of you together would be able to defeat at least one or two of the large Moors. Don't take it out on your guys. Plus, this just goes to show how overly reliant you've become on us, Tomlin. Seems only to start re-educating the fairy soldiers like I'm doing with the humans. Oh, my apologies. Appreciate your help, Sorry again, never did ask your name, did I? Wasn't authorized to do so. But now that you have aided us in a dangerous predicament, that is no excuse. I'm Gawain. What is your name, foreign? Don't give a fairy your name! Foreign mage. I'm Horsey. Dang it! Well met, Horsey. Appreciate your obvious hostility towards me. You get spirit. I like that, since we'll be enemies later. Alright, let's get this escort mission back on track. Well, I'd advise you to watch what you say in the carriage. I'll easily overhear you, depending on which way the wind is blowing. Oh, hey! I asked that earlier, remember? A little campfire in the corner. I like how it's in the corner so we can actually kind of see it. You know, instead of being like behind Gareth. Man, I thought we were gonna have to put up a nice inn in Oxford. Can't believe we're camping out again. Alright, can't have a nice accommodations? At least we can still have nice food. Sorry we don't have enough to share with the royal guards, but I say we have the cakes the count gave us now. Oh yeah, did we just leave Pepperoncino there? I miss him. Looks like mine's called a cheesecake. What's yours called, Artoria? Mine says Swiss roll. Okay, Pepperoncino clearly likes Gareth more. Oh, it's shaped like a log. Should make it much easier to eat. That's so thoughtful of the Count. You proper human history people are so considerate. Yeah, whatever you say, yeah, sure. Sweet yam yokan, I don't know what that is. I like that he managed to make this here. Some tea would go real nice with this. Then we'll go down to the river and fetch some water. Where are you gonna get leaves? Nom nom nom. Where's that gonna get you for cake? So this is what happiness itself tastes like. I had no idea they had so many kinds of sweets these days. Oh yeah, seems like even Fairy Britain has been developing a bunch of cake recipes. Back in Salisbury, heard that about Woodhouse's restaurant chain in the south. Edinburgh's, it said Edinburgh, right? Gourmet desserts in the north. But it sounds like Cheesecake's the one guy that never got on. Wonder why. Fairies are lactose intolerant. Really? That's so yummy. Does make me a little thirsty though. Munch munch. Because the big shot up north absolutely despises cheesecake. I know exactly who this is referring to. Maeve. I actually remember before Lost World 6 came out, I don't know if it was a Valentine's Day event or what, or like leaked dialogue. There's leaked dialogue of if you have Artoria, Castor, and Maeve in my room, or it might not even be leaked, that she'll say something about making a cheesecake for her. Huey says cheese has no place in dessert. It has to be chocolate or nothing. You know, that's... You know, I can respect that. Though, of course, for fairies from the south, like me, chocolate is such a luxury, I don't even know what it tastes like. It has so many more pounds that low-level fairies can basically never afford it. So I guess that means we're going to be running into Maeve or Titania or whatever her name. Well, it's not Titania because Oberon's thing with Titania. It's like Maeve, but spelled differently. Up in the north. What is it, Horsey? I'm gonna go make a little peace offering. Oh, to Gawain? You have a custom of eating sweets after a meal here? usually care for sweets. If I'm going to eat something cooked, I'd rather have meat. So no, I won't accept that. But I can see you have something to discuss. Go on then, have a seat. You want to talk to me about Lancelot, right? Very well then. Ask me anything you wish to. Actually, I wanted to ask about you. I see. You're trying to figure out my true name. Pointless, but I can at least respect your willingness to try anything you can. I mean, Artoria knows it. She literally said the first two letters of it earlier. Come to think of it, still haven't properly thanked you for your help earlier today, have I? Come. Sit. If you wish to talk, I can indulge you for a short while. Manifested in Britain 400 years ago. I was meant to be the next generation, the successor of an upper-class Fang fairy in Norwich. Except that I didn't look anything like my predecessor. Even though I'm a Fang clan fairy, I was born resembling a Wind clan one. If anything, looked like a human. Some suspected I might be a changeling. Others said I was a curse from a battle against the Moors that took place 600 years ago. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know the truth, and I don't care either. I earned the honor of becoming a Tomlin when I ended the Caterpillar War. It's still such a stupid name. Up until that point, the title of Tomlin had been sealed away for all 800 years of the High Queen's reign. In case you don't know, the Tomlin title originally belonged to the retainers of Aesk, who was said to be Britain's savior in the Fae era. So, is Aesk like a, what's the word people use? The fancy one? XP? Or King Arthur? Is that the right word, XP? I hope it is. That one is that cool. Like, not necessarily a stand-in, but like a, well, yeah, I mean, stand-in works. Yeah, they kind of have a similar role to King Arthur, don't they? The first Tomlin was called... Sorry, I actually can't quite remember their name. At any rate, they met their end in Orkney. After that, the Queen forbid the naming of more Tomlin. You think it's Galahad? Or, I mean, even Tomlin Arthur. But she decided to revoke her own seal to exterminate the endlessly spawning caterpillars. Thus, I was gifted the name of Sir Gawain, which is said to be the name of the Knight of the Round Table of a foreign land. Well, I suppose. Gained the means to strengthen my horn. My Galantine. Believe you call it a noble phantasm. Well, I'm confident it is every bit the equal of Sir Gawain's original. I'm just as confident that I can't hold a candle to the real Sir Gawain, the Knight of the Round Table from proper human history. Okay, I don't think you should have so much respect for the Knights of the Round Table. Yeah, I didn't think, like, yeah. You stole the words out of my mouth. But never mind, shouldn't be talking about the Round Table. Well, it's creepy when I do so, for some reason. What? Let's see, what else can we talk about? I know. Let's talk about the war against the Moors. This war took place a millennium ago, along with one of the great calamities, during the 1000th year of the era of the High Queen. It was a time when the Moors had a king and an army. Oh. And waged war against the High Queen and 5 of the 6 clans. I kind of thought they were like a force of nature, but they had a ruler. Apparently this king was something of an odd duck. Never attacked fairies or killed humans. All he cared for was fire and lightning. Beats me. He would gleefully destroy anything, then only for the joy of watching it burn. He reduced cities and forests to cinders, raised the ground before him, summoned rain clouds just to hear their thunder. Some fairies called him the Storm King, just until the High Queen forbade anyone from speaking that name. Storm King, huh? The war against the Moors King lasted for decades, till finally the Fang clan brought it to an end. Woodwos, a fairy who had recently succeeded the previous head of the Fang clan at the time, was the one who dealt the final blow. And so the Great Calamity, the king of the Moors who feasted on magical energy, was defeated before the Fang clan. However, it said that with his dying breath, the king cast a curse upon the Fang clan. What kind of curse? The fairy-eating black dogs. It was only after the king of the Moors vanished that the black dogs began to roam Fairy Britain. However, they also eat Moors, so they're not just harmful. There are even some squads who train black dogs and use them in Moors hunts. Mine is one of them, in fact. Have you heard the epithet, the Black Dog Duchess? It refers to me. Even now that I've become a Tomlin, still called a black dog. I don't blame them, though. After all, I eat everything, including fairies and humans. Huh? I thought you just said that she looked too human. So is she a dog and a human? Oh. Like you're, well, not a human, but like... Like, can she transform, or like, or is Black Dog not literal? Now you're scared of me? So you had no idea you're trying to get information out of a woman feared throughout Fairy Britain as a monster? But worry not, I'll never eat you. I only consume the strong. Hey, look, I just stopped the calamity. I don't know about you. I'm one of the 2 people, me and Mosh, who no one else helped. We duoed it. Unusual for a fairy. What I eat makes me stronger. Oh, I guess Van Gogh helped. In fact, I can inherit any unusual powers or abilities the fairies that I eat may possess, with limits on capacity and compatibility. That's gonna pop up later, isn't it? Right now, I'm still full on foul weather, the great Earth Clan fairy. It sounds like a... it sounds like a... Like a... What's the word? Like... Westernized name of a JoJo stand. Like, to avoid copyright. Foul weather! Or... I needed his sacrament for the Caterpillar War. It was crucial. But he had holed up in his fortress in Cornwall, refused to come out. So I challenged him to a duel, defeated him, and devoured him. Alright, I think that's enough time spent relaxing after dinner. Go back to your camp now. Okay. I thought you'd be more the strong and silent type, but I'm glad I was wrong. Used to talking with humans. In fact, my current husband is human. Oh, she's married? Dang it! Well, no, it's... Look, whenever an anime character has, like, unrealistic proportions, it's like, you know, I don't... Yeah, that's kind of, like... Come on! I actually forget what her other essentials look like, but just with the armor on, it's like, come on. Really? Well, say he's my husband, but he's neither a romantic partner nor a future meal. He's just a guest I'm putting up at my mansion while he recuperates. Who do you think it is? She's not talking about Ku Colin, is she? Because they're both dogs? Still. You do remind me of him. Both your lack of fear and your innocent curiosity. Who else should... Percival? Like, no, she wouldn't... Like, you remember, he's leading the army. We'll meet him later, I guess. Alright, back to your camp now. My soldiers and I will take turns keeping watch. Don't stay up too late. We'll be setting out early tomorrow morning. And, nope. Yeah, song. Yeah. Day is ending. Oh, is this not the prophecy? Day 2 will end forever. Forgive us for our sins. Too late to do anything now, but make sure everything is cleaned up. Is this the cleanup song? That song again. Oh, okay. I thought it was a little bit different. But no, wait, so even the... Like, the round table fairies are singing it. That's odd, isn't it? Giant Hole West. Can we not enter Camelot from the east? Oh, no. I guess there's like a mountain ridge there. 0 AP. Okay. Guess we're not in the city proper yet. Another day passed? Yeah, I guess she did say it'd take 2 days. 2 days after leaving Norwich. Day 30 in Fairy Britain. I thank you for the timeline. That's one of those small things that really helps with, like, immersion. Right? That's Fairy Britain's Camelot, though. Never seen it from the other side of the pit before. It's definitely impressive, isn't it? So that point we were seeing from Oxford must have only been the back of the castle. Thought it looked more like a wall than a castle, but now it looks more properly royal. It's got one urban area around the main gate, another one inside the ramparts. Is this from the same perspective as the background from Camelot? Like the, you know, Singularity 6? This perspective of the wall looks familiar. I'm guessing that's to separate the general populace from the upper crust? Don't let the gate fool ya. The side facing the pit is actually the castle's front. Really? The big fancy gate is actually the back gate? Oh no, that's the main gate. Sorry for confusing you, Garrett. There's no way into the castle from the pit. Gotta go through the gate to get inside. What about the fairies who can fly? Don't they just zip inside? And it ain't that simple. There's a magecraft barrier around the front of the castle, side facing the pit. If you ever fall in there yourself, you'll see there's a ton of gun ports all along Camelot's walls. You don't usually put cannons behind a castle, right? So you can be pretty sure the side facing the pit's the front. That would mean Morgan's not worried about an attack from the main gate, then. Horsey, Horsey! Was I about to realize something important? Gawain's glaring at something up north. Whatever it is, she's obviously upset about it. I meant to scroll up, but I accidentally moved my my window. That revealed my desktop. So she's worried about an attack from the pit, it sounds like? It's weird. Anyway, Gawain's glaring up north. You're friends now, right? Go on, ask her what it is. Okay. You're really being insistent about this? What is it, Horsey? You're suddenly having second thoughts about entering Camelot? Not that? Wondering what's got me so upset? Can't you see for yourself? It's Knockneray's army up north. Okay. Knockneray? Where? I don't see her anywhere. Alright. You're too short, aren't you? What a shame. No matter. None of your concern anyway. Are you kidding? Of course it is! Back teeth. Come on, Horsey, let me stand on your shoulders. Ranger Bit isn't here now, so you'll have to do it. Oh, there, hang on. Before you go to all that trouble, how about using one of my handy-dandy gadgets first? Wait, yeah, like your arms. Your spyglass. This will let you see at least as far as Gawain can. Now take a look at those plains up north. You'll see some really intense glares pointing this way. Oh wow, I can see super far with this. Thanks, Da Vinci. Try turning the dial on the side. It's at to 5 kilometers right now. But if you crank it to the 4th notch, you can set it to 20 kilometers. There, see them? There's 10 fairies gathered in those plains. That must be the northern army of that other queen we've been hearing so much about, Knockneray of the King clan. That's her army? It's not just Fang and Earth clan fairies. There are also lots of soldiers with masks. Are those giants? They're giants there! That's right. Knockneray's rule bestows power and wealth upon any who swell fealty to her. It's the opposite of Gloucester and Morian. So what, is she going to be like a Rin face? I mean, we already have Sakura face and Saber face in Artoria Caster. However, that effect only works when Knockneray herself is nearby. I see. So if she wants her troops to be effective, she can't be far from them. Go on, Horsey. Try looking a little farther ahead. I mean, they have kept her face hidden so far, right? But are there any others that haven't been revealed yet? We've seen 4 of them. And one of the clans is, like, no longer existing, right? So, she's the last fairy ruler we haven't seen, right? See that huge carriage? The one that kind of looks like a small fortress? I think Angel was the 6th one, right? If I'm not getting that mixed up. There's a fairy standing on top of it looking down at us from up there. Even though this is your first time seeing her, I think you'll agree that there's no mistaking who this northern queen is. Posa Kareen. Let me see. Oh, that's lewd. That is very lewd. Not in. Wait. Wait, no. Whoa, scroll. Go back down. Go back down. Go back down. She does look. That's a very Celtic bodysuit. Best girl, let's go. I don't think she'd show up for like until halfway through. Recognize that face anywhere. It's Maeve. Maeve? I mean, there's a fairy just like you in your world too. Like, why is she staring at you instead of me? She knows me. She knows. What? Wait, do I have her at level 100 on NA? I don't think I do. She knows I do on the Japanese server though. Did you do something to upset her, Horsey? 20 kilometers away or not? Can't believe she brought her troops all the way out here. Isn't this obviously a hostile act towards Queen Morgan? Okay, so her name's not Maeve in this. It's Knockneray. I wonder if there's like some reference, or if that's just Nasu being Nasu. Knockneray and her forces are so just within her territory. She claims she's only running military exercises in preparation. I've heard this one before, guys. For the Great Calamity. 10 days ago, she was conducting those exercises 40 kilometers away. Now that Sheffield has fallen, she's closed the distance and come further down south. She must have 20. Oh, 30,000 troops there. It's not just a threat, it's preparation for all-out war. Now the heck should keep them all fed. Alright, we don't need to eat. No, we don't. Unlike humans, it's one of Nocturne's army's defining characteristics. She despises humans and won't even use them in combat against Moors. She envisions a Britain running by and forth fairies alone, with her as its sole monarch. Never change, Maeve. Britain just for fairies, with her as its sole monarch. That both does and doesn't sound like something Maeve would say. That said, she won't be sending her troops any further. There's no definitive reason to challenge the High Queen, nor much chance of success if she were to try. Do you think she's set up there, like, so when we make our escape, she's gonna come save us? The Northern Fairies have been incited rebellion against the High Queen several times before. Each time they find themselves retreating north with their tails tucked firmly between their legs. This time will be no different. Alright, that's enough idle chatter. Let's go. We're about to pass through the main gate. From now on, it's just remain sharper than ever. This also feels familiar. This is Camelot's Castle Town. It's even bigger than Salisbury, and even fancier than Gloucester. You can tell only upper-class fairies live here. The man in the air here is like nowhere else in all Britain. The castle keep over there must be where they keep the existence taxes. The magical energy they extract from every fairy in Britain through command spells. Let's go break in. Steal all that mana. Just drink it all up. Like that. I've heard stories about it. It's way beyond what it... Well, actually, drink it up like this. That's how I get a water break. It's way beyond what I was expecting. Oh, oops. Click on OBS. No wonder they're not worried about Nocturne's army out there. It has to be way beneath their notice. Trying to take Morgan on now? Someone would have to be crazy to do it. Why do you say that? This Foggart must have never set foot here before. But yet, he never would have thought to rebel. Then again, maybe he knew what he was up against and decided to press on anyway. Thought I saw some writing on the gate when we went through it. Abandon the hope all who enter here? Or what is it? Did anyone see that? Have to catch what it said? I did. It said, only those free of sin may pass in Old English. Oh, is that... They mentioned that before. That's what they wrote on Merlin's thing. I don't know if there's actual, like, historical or mythological, like, whatever, if Nasu just made that up, but that's apparently what Morgan trapped Merlin with. I also noticed it had been painted over with red, like someone didn't agree. This is as far as we go by carriage. The royal castle lies just ahead. That was Merlin painting it. He was like, this is stupid, I want out. Only the Child of Prophecy and the Foreign Mage have been granted an audience with the High Queen. Okay. The rest of you will stay here, where you'll be treated as attendants of our honored guests. Oh? Meaning what exactly? You see the Royal Hotel across the way? I've arranged for you to relax there while you wait. I'll make arrangements for you all to reconvene once the meeting is concluded. However, your name is Da Vinci, yes? You seem like an intelligent servant. As a human, the Foreign Mage will surely need an advisor. You may accompany him in that role. Okay. Oh, good. I was planning on tagging along regardless, but this makes things much easier. We may be on opposing sides, but I appreciate your consideration, Tomlin Gawain. Okay, Gareth, Morimasa Habitron, you heard the lady. You guys have to stay here and wait for us. Da Vinci has no faith in me. Don't worry, we've seen how well ordered the Queen's army is over the last 2 days. Morgan's obviously even more of a stickler for rules than we thought. 3 of us won't be in any danger even if we face her alone. We'll be safe for at least as long as we're in Camelot, regardless of how the meeting goes. I'm not surprised. I did break into the castle my first time here. I didn't expect them to invite me in. Anyway, good luck in there, Artoria. Don't get so carried away you end up saying something you regret, alright? You too, Horsey. Watch your partner's back. Understand? Can't say I'm not worried. Strangely, I do agree that it feels like you'll be safe. Okay, well, I'll be waiting for you here. Be careful, Artoria, and good luck. I'm fine with this arrangement too. Not interested in Morgan anyway. I'm just here to keep an eye on things until Horsey and Mashu are reunited. Let's go, Artoria. Oh, come on! Guessing that's day 4 of the event starting. I still haven't done day 3's story yet. EJO's long. Like 30 minutes long. I miss the days of events being like 30 minutes total. Oh, all the way back here? Okay. I mean, I could maybe cut the video there. I don't even know how much longer is left. I want to say we're only like halfway through, but let's yoink that quartz. I guess let's keep going on. The world wants me to stop, but I won't stop for nothing. Did we? Oh. Do I have to skip back through that? Yeah, looks like it. This is like the 2 days have passed. Skip this cutscene. Give me that fragment. And there's Camelot. Okay, from far away it looks like a little like technological, but those are just like lights. Hero IP. Okay, I mean no fighting is good, right? We're not fighting anyone like, you know, Morgan. Before we didn't provoke anyone. Oh no, Graceman Evil 1. Oh no, don't get me out. Get me out. Yep. Throne room, it looks like. It took almost an hour to get up to the stairs to the throne room. So that's foreshadowing for later when we come back here. This is Camelot's castle keep, the Queen's throne room. Kneel, present. Shut up, murder. Worship, submit. Oh. Emissaries to the throne, cease your breathing. 30 ambassadors, 100 officials, close your mouths. You're in the presence of High Queen Morgan, the king who expounds her boundaries, upon whose soldiers all of Britain rests. Revel in her glory. Know this, child of prophecy. Wait. Have we heard this song before? Is this a Avalon le Fae song? I might be wrong on that. That piano though just sounded a little familiar. This part doesn't sound familiar at all though. Maybe it had like a leitmotif. Know this, child of prophecy. Know this, foreign mage. This meeting is a sign of the High Queen's grace and amnesty. Thank you. It is so very good of you all to come, even without a formal invitation. My ambassadors and officials are now commanded to be silent. Until this meeting ends, or I order otherwise, the only people present permitted to speak are myself, my guests, and me, Barrel Cat, the Queen's hubby. Sorry, fancy fairies. Hi, Barrel. Barrel Cat. So he really is here in Camelot. Did he say he's Morgan's husband? Hey there, horsey friends. Haven't seen you all since Olympus. Are they look of surprise? Hey, now, don't tell me about you until you're Morgan's boy. How do you... It's a boy, right? Here, then. This is Queen's Morgan's... Right? The master yourself. Of course that's where your mind goes. Right, horsey? Yep, it's true. I admit it. I'm Morgan's master. Partner of the High Queen who rules over the land of the Fae. I have to watch what I say in front of the Queen. Don't be an idiot. Artoria, give you permission to approach. Raise your head. Okay. Were we bowing? I see. It appears you truly are the child of prophecy. You must be the foreign mage. The master of Chaldea, seeking so desperately to restore what you call proper human history. Yes, I am. Your efforts in Norwich, though commendable, were unnecessary. Still, you did well, eliminating the calamity. I'll therefore reward you accordingly. Typically, I'd compensate you in the currency of my realm. However, I understand the source of your magical energy, spatial magical energy occupying values you refer to as QB, which are derived by viewing magical elements as particles, correct? Is that what the chest is? I trust 100 million of these should suffice. Like, well, oh, hell, jeez, I mean, if you want, I won't turn it down. Dude, I would 100% go to Morgan's side for 100 QP. Screw you, Artoria, I'm out of here. Not much? Wait, does this mean you have a QP mint here? Of course not. Simply create them by using your own Magecraft systems methods. I have nothing more to say. If there's nothing you wish to discuss, then our business is concluded. Artoria, Horsey, if either of you would ask questions of me, now is the time. But be warned, though you are my guests, careless words may cost you the status and the protection it affords. Artoria's withering under her gaze, not that I can blame her. So it's up to me to speak up first. So you'll speak up first then? Very well. You're indeed brave. Tell me, Conqueror of 5 Lost Belts, what is it you want? Chaldea's goal is to resolve the Bleach Earth phenomenon. Yes, I'm aware of the situation in the outside world. Beryl Gut has informed me. There's another anomaly detected in this Lost Belt we need to resolve first. Oh? What sort of anomaly? Using an ability similar to Ainzel's ability to prophecy, we observed a future depicting a cataclysmic collapse. We don't yet know what causes this collapse, or how it will actually happen, but if it isn't stopped, it'll spread all across the Britain and ultimately destroy the entire planet. That's why Chaldea came to Fairy Britain. We need to investigate this collapse and prevent it from ever happening. Now that the Tree of Emptiness is gone, we have no quarrel with this lost belt. Our goal is to stop the world's collapse. That's all. I see. So you say you've come here not to conquer our world, but to save it. Is that all? We also kind of wanted a divine construct we could use against the Forest God. That's right. We're hoping to acquire the Sacred Lance Rungo Minion, the incredibly powerful spell you cast at Olympus. We'd like you to provide us with either a Mystico that lets us use that spell ourselves, or the Magecraft theory we could use to recreate it.
Olympus, Forest God, what in the world are these outsiders talking about? How can they be so reckless, making a demand of the High Queen of all people?
Yes, I know the weapon you seek. You look smug. I also believe you when you say you've come to save Britain. And so I will say this to you. You and your proper ministry will come to a miserable end. Hey, we gotta try though.
Exclamation point!
This collapse you have observed will be the result of me expanding my territory. I shall be the one to put a true and final end to your history. I'd never willingly surrender my divine construct to you, my mortal enemy. Horsey, arrogant child. To save your world, you have to defeat me. What you call proper human history cannot be saved otherwise.
Shut up, Beryl!
Is that your way of declaring war on us, Queen Morgan? Proper human history in my realm can never coexist. If you wish to save your world, you have to win it from me. I really thought you might be willing to listen. And we have to fight after all?
It feels kind of, well... I mean, our quarrel isn't with this Lost Belt anymore, it's with her specifically.
That goes for you too, Artoria, the cursed child of Ainzel's prophecy. The year's end will bring a great calamity. It will once again destroy every fairy in Britain. But fairies do not learn. Ever. No matter how many times they die, they will always be born anew. As long as my castle remains intact, Fairy Britain shall always be reborn, even should all Britain burn. Oh, do you think the Goblin Bros are gonna come back? Or, you know, even, the nameless fairy that died, do you think she's gonna come back with, like, her name? Assuming she died, because she did look pretty dead towards the end there. I didn't even think about that when they were talking about fairies reincarnating. Your Majesty, are you saying you'll only protect your kingdom, not your citizens? Yes. I offer fairies no salvation. I shall defend my land. Nothing more. With all of the magical energy I have stored in this throne, I have nothing to fear from the great calamity. Furthermore, only a chosen fairy can sit this throne. You are neither like other fairies nor that foreign mage. You have been chosen. You are neither a rebel, nor an invader. You are the Staff of Selection's chosen wielder. By accepting my invitation, you have proven yourself the true child of prophecy. You and you alone have the right to bring me to justice, fairy sent from paradise. Even should you fill oceans with the blood you shed in battle against me, you would be innocent of sin. If you wish to save Britain, you must defeat me, claim the throne for yourself. Go then, fulfill that absurd prophecy, if you can. You should know better than anyone you have no choice. It sounds like she wants to be defeated. Like... Huh. I don't think we have enough information to really speculate too much. Then it would seem our discussion is concluded. I'm pleased we now understand each other. I know, right? What's a nice peaceful resolution where everyone goes home buddy-buddy with no bloodshed. So, that note, you guys were stupid enough to come here with nothing more than faith in people's innate goodness and honor, and now, your negotiations have completely broken down. You don't really think you could leave here without a fight, right? Of course not. Horsey, Artoria, get behind me. Thought this might happen. Be silent. Ouch! Unintelligible screaming. Even now, these are my honored guests. I'll permit not so much as a hair on their heads to come to harm, nor will I allow even an insult to their pride, till they have left Camelot. You gotta be. Forgive my husband's insolence, child. Doctor of Tintagel. Oh, that's where the name comes from. So, wait, wasn't that Morgan's dad? Do we have a role reversal going on here? Morgan is King Arthur and Artoria is Morgan? I don't know. So long as you remain Artoria, I shall not recognize you as my enemy. As long as the bells of the pilgrimage remain unrung, my lords are forbidden from attacking any of you. However, she does start ringing the bells, officially declares herself the child of prophecy. Then, and only then, shall I name her, along with Chaldea, my enemies and marshal my army against you. I therefore advise you to think very carefully before beginning a war you cannot possibly win. Now stand down. Certain there's nothing left to say. Actually, you're pretty cute. Want to go out? Oh, dang it. Lots of people really like Morgan. I'm wondering where that comes from. Like, we've got to see more of her eventually, so. Or is there? Oh, or is there? Where did you take Mashu? Mashu? What is that? An eggplant? Can you eat it? It's the name of our companion, the one you swallowed up with the spell you usually used to get rid of calamities. She's a demi-servant with the spirit origin of Galahad, the Shield Knight. Since you named your Tomlin after other Knights of the Round Table, I'm sure you must know that name too. I see. That explains it. She looks a little sad there. Is that just me seeing things? Yes, I hold your knight captive. Where is she? You can keep her, by the way. I'll trade her for Rongo Minion. See no reason I should tell you. She's my trophy. But I can assure you she's alive and well. No one can harm her. Not even me. Is she in the pit? Question mark? Sorry about that, I'm back. It's actually been a day. I forget exactly where we left off. Oh, yeah, I know, we were talking to Morgan. I was like, hey, one Rongo Minion, please. She was like, no, I'll kill you. Then Artoria was like, hey, I'm gonna ring the bells. Morgan was like, do it and I'll kill you. And then, are we still talking to her? Did we leave? I forget. Let's see. Okay, we left. Okay. At least we have a small lead on Mashu now. Yeah, we did mention Morgan has her somewhere, but she can't get to her. Sorry. Wasn't much of a discussion, was it? She basically just told us we're enemies and threatened to show us no mercy if we dare to defy her. Yep. Can't say it was a very productive talk. We now know that Morgan definitely sees proper human history as her enemy. And we now know that Mashu is safe, but being kept in captivity somewhere. But that's just confirmation of some things we already at least suspected. I didn't see anything that could give us any kind of clue as to how we could possibly beat her in a fight. We didn't learn anything useful about the Divine Construct either. Actually, we did make just a bit of progress there. Remember that atrium in the throne room? Oh, the one overlooking the pit? The atrium? Is that like the fancy computer thing? Well, I noticed a distinct magical energy pattern nearby. It's very similar to the Lion Kings in the 6th singularity. Oh wow, I wonder what that could be. That confirms for me that Morgan has Rongo Minion on hand in weaponized form. And not just one or two of them either. She must have at least 10 in place around Camelot's main gate. With that many of them on hand, she must have already used them here. Wait. She has 10 Rongo Minions? Is that illegal? So we can assume the one she threw at Olympus? Must have been just one of several she had at the ready. So, wasn't she throwing that at Beryl? Why is she all buddy-buddy with him again now? Would have been great if she'd been willing to sell us just one of them. It's pretty clear that's not an option. Come on, she has 10 Rongo Minions. She could spare one. So now the only way for us to complete our initial objective of acquiring that divine construct for ourselves is to defeat Morgan. Definitely have our work cut out for us, don't we? Still, at least we made it out of there safe and sound. So we also know that Queen Morgan is true to her word. True, both Morgan herself and all of Camelot might be so stuffed with magical energy it's downright chilling. But she was also adamant about upholding the laws she set as a queen. She didn't even listen to Beryl when he tried to break them. And oh, see, that only makes it all the more mysterious. Yeah, she has to have like some backstory that we're gonna get right before she dies, like in JoJo's, right? Beryl said he was Morgan's master. That's true, it would make her a servant. Oh, I didn't actually think of that angle. Well, I mean, she's been here for 2,000 years. But it can't be true because she's been ruling Fairy Burden for the last 2,000 years, right? Beryl couldn't have come to this Lost Vault any sooner than the end of 2019, just like all the other cryptors. Obviously, Morgan would have already been the queen of this land by then, so I couldn't possibly have summoned her as a servant. So the question is he lying about that, or is he being made to believe it? Or like, I mean, we know something's up with Beryl, right? Like, I remember Beryl's a werewolf theory. Like, what if he's just an immortal werewolf? And he was somehow already here before, you know, 29, well, like, yeah. I don't know. Either way, we need a lot more information before we draw any conclusions. Oh, hey, they're back! Yeah, he's over here! Welcome back, Artoria, Horsey. So, how'd the audience go? What's Queen Morgan really like? Was she terrifying? Was she strong? Was she really 10 meters tall? I mean, anyone who would take Tristan in as a daughter must eat nothing but other fairies, right? Well, she definitely seemed like a queen. Cut that out, Gareth. You said the Child of Prophecy is doing their best not to spoil your fun. The truth is, the queen was completely ordinary, right, Artoria? Isn't that what you want to say? Huh? I can tell. I'm an expert at reading fairy maidens' minds, after all. Don't worry, Artoria. It's okay to be yourself. Don't know much about how maidens think. Being yourself is a good advice. That's not true, Morimasa. She's your best girl. Deep down, you're a stubborn shrew with a fierce competitive streak, right? If anything, you're probably thinking something like, the queen? Could take her any day of the week. Give me 1,000 years and I'd probably be way stronger than her. I wasn't thinking anything of the sort. Can you at least make it 100 years? Downtown? Guess we won't be getting a cushy carriage escort back to Norwich. Why are we going back? Pepe? Especially after they basically kicked us out of town. I wasn't expecting the way back to be easy, but now that it's time to go, it's looking harder than ever. If they just give us at least one carriage, could have had a nice, comfortable ride back to... Who's this? Maeve? Aw, dang it. Oh, hello! Fancy running into all of you here. I was out taking our new carriage for a test drive and I just happened to find myself in Camelot. Seems like fate grand order to me. Go on, get in. Don't be shy. Oh my god, you sly dog. Yep, figured you'd be finishing up around now. Take it your audience with the queen's all done now. Love to hear all about it, but first... Does the queen not know about Ober... Ow, shoot. Sorry, but I just realized, she doesn't know about him, does she? He's gonna be the wrench in all of our plans, probably. Whatever he's going for. We should probably get going before our presence here gives the Queen's army any ideas. Hello everyone, glad to see you haven't been tempted by any other carriages. Say hello to our new and improved carriage. Now got 6 passenger seats and 2 sleeping berths. With this bad boy, I can promise you all a more comfortable journey around Britain than ever before. Thanks, Horsey. No, I'm Horsey. You'll see, they don't call me Ranger Homestretch Bit for nothing. That's great to hear about the carriage. Why are you glammed up too? Oh, he ascended. Once I told the fairies in Norwich I was one of the Child of Prophecy's attendants, they're delighted to absolutely pamper me. The Earth Clan fairies whipped up this armor up for me during the celebration. Snort. Wait. I don't know how to snort like a horse. I see, well that's nice. Just hope you're ready to pay for it yourself. I love his facial expression there. Oh, I'll go. And one more arrow, okay. Going northwest, apparently. Sort of back, you know, to the giant hole west. We're keeping those there, apparently. Usually, those look like just generic ones that go away after we leave them. So I guess that means we go back at some point. Well, look at this route. That leads to whatever is right here. So yeah, we got to go back there. That's too obvious of a spot to not go there, right? Like, it's even a star shape. And the tree thing here. Yeah, we've got to go there at some point. Okay. Oh, our 100 million quantum what? Have they been called quantum pieces this whole time? I never knew what QP stood for. And that's how our audience with Morgan ended. Oh, my microphone is a little like, turned around. Well, she certainly didn't mince words, did she? Morgan is eager for this fight. I'd hope there might be some way to broker a peace if Chaldea and the Child of Prophecy met with her together, but she obviously never had any intention of giving up her throne to the Child of Prophecy, the true king. And that's not all. Morgan doesn't even plan on saving Britain. She said she was going to expand her territory and destroy the outside world, right? I was already pretty sure that was her plan, but I didn't know how she planned on pulling it off. But after hearing about your meeting, I think I've got it. She's going to use the Great Calamity herself. How? Well, it's worth noting her plan is completely different than all the other cryptors, right? Because her tree's gone. She's not doing it the foreign god's way. How so? Remember the water mirror spell she used at Norwich? That's what she's always used to get rid of calamities before. Oh, she's sucking in all the calamities? Isn't that right, Habertrot? Yep. She doesn't usually break it out of the at that massive a scale. That teleportation spell is one of her go-tos. So even if Horsey and Mashu hadn't gone to such extraordinary lengths, she would have still made the calamity disappear. Or rather, she would have made it her own. I think Morgan's been trying to acquire the calamities for herself. And if she is, that must mean she's able to harness their magical energy and use it as her own. That's the magical energy she's going to use to override Horsey's world, proper human history, make it her territory. She's going to take the curse meant to destroy the world of fairies and use it to destroy the world of humans. That's her plan. She's not going to stop the Great Calamity. She wants it to happen. So, instead of getting rid of the Great Calamity, she's going to use it as a weapon? I thought that our, like, future prediction thingy we used at Chaldea's said that the Lost Belt exploded outwards. Meaning that, you know, Fairy Britain got destroyed too. Even though she has more than enough power to banish it that she did in Norwich. So that could be an, like, me misremembering something. That could be an error on Sion's part, or there could be something we don't know going on here. But that would mean only the fairies inside Camelot would survive. Oh, okay. Now that you mention it, those upper-class fairies in Camelot all look down on the other cities. Even I heard them say stuff like the only fairies worth anything are those from Camelot, with a straight face. They've completely bought the whole privilege class nonsense the Queen fed them. Sure, they just think the Child of Prophecy is an irritant. You know the Queen said she wouldn't consider us her enemy until we ring one of the bells of pilgrimage? She's also married to Beryl, right? It's a good thing Oberon showed up with the carriage when he did, so no telling when he might have sent troops after us. You said it. First things first, we should put some distance between us and Camelot, and figure out our next course of action after that. Nothing else, we know exactly what we have to do now. We're going to save Britain, our world, and Mashu. We're going to have to defeat more. Wait! Didn't Oberon even disappear before Gawain showed up? So, yeah, does Gawain even know about Oberon? Oberon, he's sneaky. Well, I don't know what he's up to, but I don't like it. We're gonna have to defeat Morgan. Several hours after the meeting at the empty throne room. Don't know sign of movement from the pit. That is concerning. Is that where Mashu is? That aside, a great calamity that comes every 1,000 years, The sheer idiocy of these fairies never ceases to amaze. This dude is useful. I'll use whatever I must to erase proper human history forever. Oh, okay, she's... Oh. Hey, you. You again. You know that merely observing will resolve nothing. If you're truly the foreign god's priestess, you should at least try to kill me. Though of course, that assassination attempt by the disciple of the foreign god did not go so well for him. No servant comprised of a heroic spirit from proper human history can hope to match my Tomlin. If you'll do nothing but stand there and watch, then do not show yourself. I tire of looking at you. If there's something you wish to say it to me, then speak as he did.
Okay, bye. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay.
Sorry to interrupt your chat. Would have knocked, but there's no door here. Of course not. Why would I welcome guests merely because they come knocking? We do have a waiting room, though. Have you cared to use it?
Why is he turned around? Like, we've seen his face already. Like, even if he does do the cool I'm turned around thing. Like, what if it's not him? What if it's someone else?
You mean the ghost word down below? It's majestic, but unnecessary. I don't have the time to wait. Neither omnipotent nor talented mage like yourself. Just an ordinary man, capable of nothing but ordinary work.
Shut up, Goetia.
Truthfully, I should be avoiding places like this where I have no business in the first place.
Now, I wonder if he does anything in Lost Boat 7. I haven't heard anything.
Your actions defy comprehension.
Do you think he, like, bribed Morgan to, like, not kill us immediately?
You're clearly from Chaldea. You're on the side of proper human history. While the foreign god means to wipe the slate of human history clean.
Or is this their first meeting?
I could end up destroying it before she gets a chance. Is that not why you are here? To stop me?
No. If you can really destroy it, go ahead.
What?
True, if left to your own devices, sure you'll indeed destroy this planet and erase humanity. And that is preferable to the foreign god achieving her goal. I mean, okay. Those are strong words. Your goal is to wipe out proper human history so you can expand the land of the Fae and rule as its queen. I can't approve of your goal or your approach to pursuing it, but I do respect what you've accomplished. So I'll neither try to interfere with your plans nor lend Chaldea my aid. However, I'm sensing a but. If you should succeed in rendering this planet a lifeless husk, I have no objection.
You're not here to interfere, then why have you come? You claimed you had no time to waste, did you not?
I came to see what you've created here. It deserves at least that much. You saw the Tree of Emptiness for what it really was, and instead of fearing it, you used it yourself. You grasped Chaldea's summoning system instantly and made it your own. Those are truly exceptional accomplishments. There are scant few who could have even approached your level of godlike genius. Now do you understand, High Queen Morgan? I came here to praise you. But dude, you're supposed to praise us! Cannot imagine there's anyone else willing or able to give you the accolades you deserve.
Your estimation of my magecraft skill means nothing to me. If anything, it sounds snide. Now if that is all you have to say, then leave. This world is soon to be mine. There'll be no place in it for either the foreign god or a beast.
Is he still a beast? I know. This is the last chance to intervene anyway. Even if I did try to get in her way now, it wouldn't change anything. If my aim were to stop what is happening here, I've come 2,000 years too late. Oh, interesting. Your history is perfect. Your script is complete. While you did make a mistake with Tristan, your victory is still close at hand. Tomlin Tristan or Tristan Tristan? As one who has stood in this very position, one to applaud you in the path you've taken. My estimation, neither the Child of Prophecy nor the Master of Chaldea have any hope of defeating you. But they don't know about Oberon! Of course. We're a third player who has yet to show themselves to intervene. That could change things considerably. Oh boy, what is Oberon cooking today? Oh, give me that 100 million QP. I needed that. I finally learned how Oberon works, by the way. I looked up a 10-minute video explaining what to do with them, but I understand how to use them now. So Londinium. That'll be next time. Let's... where is Londinium exactly? Is that like... I'm assuming that's where London is. Isn't London like over here? Is that not right? I don't know. I don't know British geography. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Some more Fake Grand Order. See you guys then. Bye.